I'm here at Green School experiencing how children thrive in this beautiful environment. I've seen how creativity, freedom and passion are infused in the way children learn and are being taught. Now that I'm looking at the success of Green School, I wonder what was it like to build up this school in the first few years. To satisfy my curiosity, I fly to Jakarta to meet with the former director of the school.
My name is Ronald Stones. I was directing Green School from 2008 to 2011. When the Finnish Green School opened in September 2008, which coincided with the world's economic crisis that year. And I was based in Jakarta, sitting on the board of Green School. And that coincidence with the world's economic crisis and an early rainy season in Bali meant that Green School came into its own crisis very early in its setup. And by October, November, was seeing a dip in enrollment as people lost confidence in the direction of the school. The founders asked if I would take over direction of the school to save it and turn it round into success. So I said goodbye to Jakarta and said hello to Green, but I was not Mr. Green, and that kind of worried me somewhat, but I knew that I had the expertise of John Hardy as Mr. Green. So with me as Mr. Education coming together with Mr. Green, maybe we had a chance. So I took up position on the 1st of December 2008, and on my first day CNN was on site to do its first documentary on my first day. And on that same first day was a meeting of parents of students of Green School, because they'd called their own meeting to plan the alternative. They were worried that Green School was going to go under, so they wanted to plan alternative B. I called the organizer of the meeting and said, "Chris, may I attend your meeting?" And his response was, "No, we don't want anyone from the school there. We have to plan the alternative." I said, "Chris, let me come to your meeting and show you what we're going to throw at Green School to make it work. Then you can have your meeting." So I sent an email across the parent body of Green School, said I look forward to meeting all parents that evening. And I think we got all parents there, in fact. So I introduced myself. Fortunately, I've been in this region for quite some time, so my name is known a little bit in education. And then I was preparing to leave the meeting so they could have their own meeting, but the questions came. And I said, no, this is not my meeting, this is your meeting, I will go. And this one insistent man said, "No, come on, tell us what the issues are. In your view, tell us what the issues are." I said, "I think that's a little bit unfair. This is my first day in the job." He said, No, come on. I said, "Okay, it's a startup. The issues are obvious. Communication is broken down, there's a staffing problem, curriculum is all over the place, and there are health and safety issues." And everyone applauded. So more hands, and I said, stop. This is not my meeting. I will leave. You have your meeting, then you can tell me what the issues are. The following morning, I got a delegation, and they presented me with a list of the 78 issues that should be addressed within the next 2 weeks at the next meeting. But at the bottom of the list it said, "How can we support you in your new role?" So I said, "Fine, let's move that to the top of the list, because this is not a one-man show, we're in this together." And that was my starting point. And I thought, how do it, when everything's broken, when everything is wrong, where does one start? Is it a band-aid approach, trying to fix all of these 78 issues? Or does it require a whole new look at this and a reassessment of the culture of the school and decide on a priority? Because Green School had opened, as many startups do, trying to be all things to all people, and it was failing on every count. So I did a series of exercises where we teased out what the principal mission of the school could be, and surprise, surprise, the principal mission turned out to be green. Let's focus on being green, and let's say no to all these other issues until we've got green embedded. And once we'd done that, we had a mission, a vision of where we wanted to be. Putting the values in to support that mission was quite easy. And then we could start on a curriculum which would support achieving that value. And once we'd got the curriculum in place, we would resource the curriculum, we'd know how to staff the school. So in that meeting 2 weeks after the first meeting, I wasn't there to answer the 78 issues, but I was there to present the roadmap to show the direction we were going to go and the time frame we were going to take. And I said that decisions will be made along the way. Sometimes those decisions will be consultative, and sometimes they will not. But every 2 weeks, I will report to you progress on the roadmap. And so I met with parents every 2 weeks, and the attendance at meetings went down and down and down as people gained confidence in the direction we were going. And that was the beginnings of Green School. I've said that I was not Mr. Green, but you know, something I learnt at Green School, and this was huge to me, I hadn't understood the impact that being at one with nature would have on the learning process. I had no idea. But it has a great impact on behavior, on relationships, on creativity, and therefore how students learn. And I had not appreciated that. I've done concrete and glass buildings and schools, and but now I understand much better. And I had been on the project for about 4 months when I was invited to a meeting at another school in Bali. And I went to this meeting, we went into the library, closed the door, switched on the air conditioning, and I could physically feel my systems closing down. I hadn't aware that they'd opened up, but I could feel them closing down. So that to me shows that students, when they're happy, they'll learn. And students at Green School are happy. When you're at one with nature, you're generally happy. They're willing to make mistakes. They're willing to learn from their mistakes. And I never saw a fight or an argument in 3 years that I was there. So, huge impact.
I can definitely feel a huge difference of energy between Jakarta and Bali. Somehow, being at Green School makes me think a lot about the connection between happiness, learning, and peace. Perhaps this is our way to create a peaceful world, which is to educate children to be one with nature and to understand that we are part of a larger system. My wish is that in the future we can have many more schools that teach the children about peace, happiness, harmony, and of course, being green. So let's hope that this is our new beginning. It's really wonderful to be here, to feel the spirit of the school. And yeah, I'm really learning a lot, and I hope that I will be able to communicate this message to you guys watching the video. So happy green learning.